My mom let me skip school today to see The View.
Yeah! We're teachers and we're cutting class today to see The View.
It's Tuesday, October 13th. Coming up live on The View. The Big Bang Theory star Kaley Cuoco is our special guest co-host and weighing in on hot topics. From whether her sitcom The Big Bang Theory is making nerds sexy to the controversy over Rush Limbaugh's play for a new career. And if judges went way below the belt on Dancing with the Stars last night. Plus, Alicia Silverstone's revealing her secrets to a hot and healthy body. And Sherry's fessing up to something she did to Alicia on a movie set that she may find hard to swallow. Plus, websites, magazines, and TV shows all swear they have the latest dish on the hottest celebs. So the gossip cop is on the case to expose which items are the real deal and which are just tabloid tales. All that, hot topics, and more coming up live on The View.
To The View. Sitting in as our special guest co-host today is star of the hit sitcom Big Bang Theory, Kaley Cuoco.
Hi, guys.
Hello, baby.
Hello.
Now, people say your show shines a whole new light on so-called nerds and makes smart sexy.
Yeah.
What do you think?
It's true. I think
Boys only or girls too?
Oh.
You're sexy on the show.
Well,
the boys are a little nerdy.
The boys are a little nerdy. I think smart is definitely the new sexy. I think it's opened up a whole new wave. The nerds have come out of the closets.
Even with the movies now, with Seth Rogen and all of these different movies, it's like the real guy.
And like Chuck, and there's a lot of shows actually that are showing that a little bit more. I don't think we're looking for the big jock anymore.
I mean, we
really don't.
are. I just think they're in prison.
Yeah.
I think that when those men start to look for the big jock in a woman, then we've moved along. How come there are no nerds, female nerds, right?
Well,
this is all about the boys.
Here's how they portray female nerds. It'll be a girl in a pair of glasses and her hair with a ponytail. And then when she gets sexy, she takes off the glasses and
like,
puts her hair down, and it's like, oh, yeah, I'm going to do you.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but when the boy nerd takes off his glasses, what is there?
It's just his still nerd who can't see.
I think the last nerdy thing that we had with girls that actually did well, Christian brought it up backstage, was square pegs. And they
Was
had
it 79?
Yeah, back
80?
with Sarah Jessica Parker and oh gosh, I can't remember her name. I'm sorry.
But that's all right.
But she had braces on her teeth and the glasses, and they were nerdy throughout the entire show. But I don't know if it would do so well now.
It doesn't work now, though.
You're right. I can't think of anything else. Any other girls that play nerds on TV?
Ugly Betty.
Oh, you're right. But she now
But
is
even
kind
now,
of more
she's about
attractive.
this. Yeah, people have been.
Look at what they did to Dora the Explorer.
What they do?
They've made Dora the Explorer.
Yeah, now her little belly is showing a little bit.
She's got little curves, and her short hair is gone. Those little feet are gone. She now has girl feet. It's horrifying.
Yeah, now she's Dora the Hooker.
Don't let Jeffrey. I'm not letting Jeffrey know about. But it just shows you. I think women, we are willing to take a lot. You know, we will take nerdy men. We will take big men with paunches. But men, not so much. They don't.
Some of them do. The ones with eye problems.
But like when we look at the big screen, when we look at the TV, because people would say to you, you were not feminine enough when you started, and you never changed
enough.
For
wasn't
anybody.
sexy enough. Wasn't. No. What was I going to change into? I mean, you
Did you ever think about cutting your hair and doing a weave, or
Hell no.
Contacts?
We're never gonna.
I have to explain this, though. I've done different color contacts, and for me, if I had more time to spend on my hair and on my body and all that, sure, I'd probably take a lot more time. But I don't. I'm lazy.
But no matter what you do, I feel like you're not gonna. No one's gonna like it. Someone's gonna be mad. Whatever color hair, not everyone's gonna like it. You cannot make anyone happy in this business.
Except for one person. If you are pencil thin, designer Karl Lagerfeld is defending your right. He says skinny models are what's going on. He tells Focus magazine, quote, "No one wants to see curvy women. Fat mothers sit there in front of the television with their bag of chips and say skinny models are ugly. He goes on to say that fashion is about, quote, dreams and illusions and not reality. Carl, baby, please. Well, skinny is interesting if there's a brain behind it. Fat is interesting if there's a brain behind it. But 98% of the people who are buying clothing out there are not this big. They have butts, they have breasts, they're not always standing up.
He doesn't care.
No, he doesn't care. This is runway. He's talking about runway.
But I love when he says that dreams and illusions are what they're trying to meet and not reality. And the reality is most of us want some jeans that's going to cover up the muffin top, you know, with the little C-section.
He used to be a fatty, though. I think he's a self-hating fatty is what he is.
But I think he's talking about runway models, not this is runway.
But you're still talking to real women. Yeah. You know, over 65% of women are size 12 and up. Right. So there's a lot of real women. Yeah. So to say that is a big insult.
Well, I must say, you know, Karl Lagerfeld, he has always felt that thin, in terms of his business, has always been best. This is true. Where I got offended was when he decided to talk about people with potato chips who sit on the couch.
You can relate.
Because we don't know who that is. Huh?
I sit on the couch with potato chips, Karl, and I've never had a problem.
Well, I mean, does Karl, I don't wear Karl Lagerfeld's clothes. Does he make clothes that, I guess, if he doesn't want to see fat mummies in front of the TV with potato chips, he doesn't make clothes for the real women.
No, he doesn't do plus sizes. Are you kidding?
No.
But some of you know, there was a time when if you were a 12, you could wear a great Karl Lagerfeld because he does beautiful clothing. Don't get me wrong, it was great stuff.
Marilyn Monroe used to be a 12, so 12 has changed. 12 is now a bigger size.
Changed, yeah.
But, you know, the thing about it is you really do need food in order to think. I think that's the problem. You're saying then you can't think unless you keep, you know, you have to hydrate and you must feed yourself. Human beings, it's called.
Well, models are models, though. I mean, they're supposed to be thin. I don't understand.
That's been what people put out there.
Didn't we just do what Karl Lagerfeld just accused folks of doing?
What?
Well, because are we mad that they're skinny?
No.
Oh, okay.
They're not just, but these models are not just skinny. They are bone thin. You're seeing their ribs, you're seeing their thigh bones.
Not all of them, some. Let's make sure
that's why the industry is trying so hard to put real women.
That's what they're supposed to do. I'm sorry.
Why are they supposed to do that? Why?
Because Karl Lagerfeld wants them to.
Because he doesn't want fat people.
And if he is hiring you, you have to. It's the decision that you make, which job you take.
What does it say to young girls who may want to pursue this industry? They're saying,
Sherry, listen, that is so. I mean, the messages out to young women are insane.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, I mean, they're just crazy. But you know, Sandra Bullock was talking recently about the fact that her mother told her she should be who she is, to be a unique woman, to be special, and she wants more young women to know that it's okay to be unique and special and that you don't have to run with the pack. But that's a very hard thing to get young women to embrace when the pack is where they want to be.
It's easy to say,
what do you do?
She said that when she was a kid, she had a lisp, which made her different. So she likes her uniqueness now. But interestingly, no, she doesn't. I think you can get over a lisp. My daughter had a little lisp. We've corrected it when she's very small. But Sandra Bullock says that she's unique now. It's just ironic that a lot of girls want to look exactly like Sandra Bullock. So it's ironic, that's all.
But, you know, like you said, it's so hard to get that message out to girls when you have peer pressure. We had somebody on the show, remember, when we were talking about the hot topic of them putting out that slut list in the high school, and a lot of the girls wanted to be on that list because it made them fit in. For mean girls to say you are a slut, they wanted to be like this. Peer pressure.
To that.
Oh, you wanting to be a slut?
Well,
you always wanted to be a slut.
I was such a little nerdy kid that, like, the slutty girls, you know, they just got more attention and they were cooler. They wore tighter jeans.
You weren't doing.
I wasn't prepared to do the thing. No, I just wanted to look like one.
Yeah, without doing the football team.
To look like a putan as opposed to be a putan.
Well, in this business, I think as an actor, and we all can understand, like, you try so hard to be your own person, like Sandra, and saying, look the way you want to look and don't listen to anybody else. We have to admit, we do fall into that category. Like, oh, okay, maybe I'll wear those jeans she's wearing or try and be that size. It just happens. You cannot help it.
How rough is it for you being in Hollywood and being in that whole scene all the time? Do you feel intimidated by the girls there? Not that you're not a beauty yourself.
I really try and stay out of it, but I do have moments where I'm like, oh God, I do wish I could look like that today, or whatever it is. I can't lie.
You have momentary things,
Total
but it's not.
Things.
But your choice is to be you.
Stay out of it. I be me. I'm not a size 0. Like, I know what I am and what I'm capable of being, and I'm okay with that. But I have moments where I hate myself.
Well, listen, you want to talk about a person who may hate themselves? Here's a picture from the Today Show of Alex Lang, a 4-month-old who was denied health insurance for a pre-existing condition, obesity.
Yeah.
Okay? Rocky Mountain Health Plan considers the 17-pounder a high-risk patient. This babe, look.
He's 4 months old getting breast milk.
What did he do?
You know, we don't have an image already. Now it's starting from birth.
Hey, that's too long. Put that back. No. We're not going to cover that.
When does it end? Like, this is insanity.
It starts at birth. I mean, it's not. Look at him.
Well, to be fair, the insurance company, they have reneged on that, and now the kid has insurance.
Yeah, yes, but the idea that he would that you have to embarrass him.
That now the guy's got to go on television and talk about it. But how many more people go through that?
His TV personality. He's a newscaster somewhere, and so he brought it up as an issue.
But think about how many
turned down.
Think of how many people might have gotten turned down before this guy. I mean, here's the thing. This baby is 17 pounds. You know, some babies are big. They're just big.
Right.
They used to call it big bone.
Right.
But this is a big baby. Okay? Now, that, you know, he may get a little taller, but, you know, he's going to probably be a healthy kid. But for a moment to have the parents go, what do you mean you're not going to cover him? What do you mean?
And also, they blame the baby as if he was eating Twinkies in utero.
It's crazy.
The baby wasn't eating Twinkies.
I mean, let's be honest.
And when we come back, we're going to have film of that baby eating in utero. We'll be right back.
I'm Bill Getty. YouTube has been taking you behind the curtain and showing you what happens around here before, during, and after the show.
So, last night, the judges on Dancing with the Stars did not mince words when they were critiquing contestant Aaron Carter. Take a look.
You should have spent your time more on the rhythm of the dance and getting the sort of raunchiness of it, rather than all that time fiddling about with the backflip.
The character of this is Gilles Marini. You're not doing that. You've got to put a bit of foreplay in. Easy, darling, easy going, and then build it up. You've got to, you know what I mean? You have to grow up as you perform.
You have to chill out, basically. That's basically what they're both saying. It's kind of like you're trying too hard. You move well. You're a good-looking guy. You guys dance well together. You're just going way over the top, and it's really hard to watch. It makes people turn off to you.
God.
I mean, to assault, not even the dance, but just to assault his manhood like that. I just felt for Aaron Carter.
They take this a little too seriously.
It's like a little ridiculous.
Because last week he cried. I'm not quite sure why he...
Well, of course, who wouldn't cry with this band of critics?
I mean, you know, because the thing about it, Jal Maroney, if you remember last season, Jal Maroney was a Frenchman. He was the naked guy in Sex and the City. And he's a man. Aaron Carter's not there yet. So I think to compare the two...
Why was he crying, by the way, last time? Do you know?
I think they were hard on him again, right?
Because the scores were really low, and he started crying.
He came back again. That's called masochism.
Well, he didn't get knocked off, so he...
Well, you know, anytime that people do that and say you're not that person, it's really annoying. Yeah. How dare you? Yeah. Well, short Frenchman, you're not, I don't know, name somebody that's
Tom
hot.
Cruise.
You're not Tom Cruise. You're not
guy's
this
Italian, I think.
Italian, French, what?
Dramatic.
See, there it is.
Yeah.
What? I couldn't even tell what you were.
Well,
It's getting ridiculous.
The one in the middle's a Brit.
I mean, but that's very hard to sit there.
Brit.
I mean, they're acting like this is like James Lipton inside
the Brit bitch. That's
Well, I have to tell you, Tom Bergeron. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
I just wanted to say, you know, I have to tip my hat to Tom Bergeron because one of the things he said as this was going on is he said, "Are you saying it wasn't raunchy enough for you? I mean, this is a kid. He's probably from a boy group. you know, and he was doing boy group dance and very well.
I mean, he's trying to interpret the lambada, and Aaron Carter's kind of young to.
Well, also, you know, not everybody interprets the lambada as a raunchy thing. Maybe this is just, you know, it's hot fun, fast sex, like young people do it.
No, but the lambada is, if I'm not incorrect, is a sexy dance.
It depends on who you're doing it with.
Maybe he should have chosen the Lindy Hop.
I don't think he gets to choose.
I don't think he gets to choose.
He's got to do the lambada.
They have to do
Aaron, but the thing I like about Aaron, he cried, he came back. That's perseverance, and I think he's going to come. If he lasts, he's going to come back again, and I think he's good. I don't think he's going to win, but I think he's good.
Good for him. Now, students at the B. Bernice School in New Jersey, where a U2 tribute wrote their song. I'm sorry, my lips just failed.
Yeah.
Have a YouTube hit. Yeah. A song they wrote for President Obama. But yesterday, protesters were at their school saying the lyrics in the song, like he said, all must lend a hand to make this country strong again, paint Obama as an idol more than a politician.
And they object to that.
And they objected to this.
First of all, the protest was largely attended by members of several anti-tax organizations. So their real motivation is about that. Just let's be clear. The second thing is, so was Lincoln as an idol also, and so was George Washington and Thomas Jefferson. So I don't know that
the problem I have with the song, I don't have a problem with the words of the song. The problem that I have with the kids singing the song in school is, if it was neutral, if the song included other presidents, it'd be something different. Because if somebody was teaching my son a song about Bush and I didn't agree with it, I would not like it. So the fact that they're singling out Obama, I think it should be more neutral.
Well,
if you're going to sing a song about one president, do it for all the presidents.
When you were a kid and they taught you George Washington said, I lied. Yeah, chop down the cherry tree. I lied. Whatever that baloney story they taught us. I mean, they didn't include a million other presidents in that
conversation. Every year you do a song of a president that's in.
Someone's always going to protest something, whatever song there could have been about a conservative or about Bush or not or Obama.
And I would have had a problem with it.
Someone would have had a problem with it. It's no matter what. I don't think they should be singing any songs.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think that. I think it should be more neutral.
The thing to remember is that these things are organized. It's not just some spontaneous thing that comes out of nowhere. Right. The Tea Parties were organized. This is organized. These people are there for a purpose. They're there for whatever their agenda is.
I would have liked them to let me know that they were going to be teaching a song about a president to my son, so I could choose to opt out of it. I just don't want them teaching a song.
We don't know if that happened or not, so we don't know.
How would it harm your child?
If they were singing about Bush, I would have a problem with Jeffrey learning the song. I'd have a problem. So I'm going, sing about every president. Don't just do one president.
I do want to mention that one of the reasons we may be seeing more of this than normal is because this particular president is such a surprise to the world that folks may feel like they want to write odes to him. Yeah. There were not songs to Clinton or Bush or Nixon or JFK or any of these guys. Maybe people, and really these protests shouldn't be aimed at the kids. That's the other thing. You aim it at the administrations in terms of the school people, not the kids. But maybe that's why maybe we're seeing more than normal activity like this.
This is an interesting note. The lyrics was sent home to the parents in advance.
And so they did have the choice, too. They had the choice.
I think then that's all right, then, if you make your kids' choice.
We've got the option right now to stay and waste more time or go away and come back with more hot topics. I think we're going to split.
Okay, Super Tees, I'm here with the producers. Let's start with tomorrow.
Valerie Bertinelli coming on to talk about her weight loss and to talk about Mackenzie Phillips.
Thursday, Carrie DiAguardi from American Idol co-hosting also.
Tina Fey coming on to talk about the season premiere of 30 Rock and winning all the Emmys.
And we'll be celebrating the 30th anniversary of Gloria Gaynor's 70s mega hit, I Will Survive, and she'll be performing it live on the show. And also, Five for Fighting.
Giles Marini from Sex and the City, Dancing with the Stars, is now joining the cast of Brothers and Sisters, and he's going to tell us if he's on the new Sex and the City movie.
Friday, Celia Ward, go.
Celia Ward's coming on to talk about her new horror movie, The Stepfather.
told Ann Curry that she will not be making another run for president of the United States, saying she loves her job as Secretary of State and is looking forward to retirement at some point. Wow. You know, that kind of made me just sad.
It's something like in the pit of your stomach, because not ever calling Hillary Clinton a quitter, but it's something, even when she pulled out, I felt sad, because as a woman, you just look at Hillary as, you don't quit, you always keep going.
She's just saying, yeah.
I'm not calling her a quitter, but the fact that she's saying, yeah, I think I'm going to stop and retire, it's just like, no, Hillary.
She doesn't have it in her to do the thing again. She can't do it again.
You know, that running is really rough. It gets in your personal business. They talk about your legs. They talk about your mama.
I mean, we got on her when she was real and showed a tear when they asked her, how do you do it all?
It's worse than being on Dancing with the Stars.
It is. When I ran for class president, it was awful.
Really?
Running for class president.
You, girl?
It was so difficult. Like, I was exhausted, and I said, I'm just not doing this again.
What was the worst thing? The criticism?
Oh, yeah, it was tough.
What did they say? I would love. What did they say?
I'm kind of being sarcastic.
Yes,
but
oh, you are? Yeah, she's teasing, yeah.
No, but I just, everyone's got to take a step back, I feel like.
Oh, so you don't think that... What are you saying?
I don't think this is shocking news, is what I'm saying.
Well, we're disappointed because we like her.
Right.
And also because, for folks of a certain age, this is the... I mean, I'm serious.
Are you
this
pointing
is the...
to me?
No, I said folks of a certain age, like that.
Oh.
Like,
that
hello.
It included everybody.
It kind of... Okay, everybody but you at the table. Okay. But I think that for us, this was such a huge deal.
No, absolutely.
And so it is a little bit... It's a little bit sad because she is such a great lady. Yeah. She's such a great lady. But I wouldn't... people say, would you ever run for an office? And I think... I wouldn't, because it is so brutal. It doesn't matter where your positions are. Yeah. It only matters what positions you've been in your life. You know what I mean? That's what people want to know. How many times did you do this, and how many times did you do... It would kill me.
Well, just being in the public eye, I think, you get criticism. There are people who hate me, because of my positions on the right-wing blogs. They're all over me.
Yeah.
And I don't read them. Just FYI. But Hillary, she had to endure it. She had to take it in.
And she came through so victorious. I mean, even from dealing with, back with her marriage and how she stood up. I mean, I think she's such an inspiration to women. Yeah. Yes. It's like the deflated balloon when she says, I think I'm going to retire.
Criticism for sticking with Bill. She didn't get a pass on that.
I loved her for that. She didn't care what you thought. She was like, I'm outside my family.
Ambitious, too.
Hell.
Let's get
that she would leave at a time when she is still hot. Like, people love her, and she has done such good things.
Absolutely.
That,
now,
she's
not... really fast. Congratulations to Heidi Klum for having a baby girl.
Yes.
Now, Sherry. Tell me about your show.
My show, Sherry, we're on our new nights, Tuesdays at 10 o'clock tonight.
And what's going on with you? That's somebody big.
Okay, my show tonight, which is at 9 o'clock on HLN, we're having Orly Tates on. She is the woman who started the birther movement. The woman who says that Obama was not born in the United States. I want to talk to her.
Yeah.
You know what? I want you to do me a favor. I want you to find out where she was born, too.
She was born in Israel.
Where was she born?
Israel.
Ah, okay.
And more than one birth certificate for her.
Okay. Well, we will be right back with Alicia Silverstone.
I get my gossip from people.com. Perez Hilton, twice in the morning, twice in the afternoon, twice at night. TMZ, twice in the morning, twice in the afternoon, and twice at night. The hairdresser.
My favorite person to read about is Robert Pattinson. I love to read about Jennifer Aniston. We're all rooting for you.
David Letterman. Johnny K +8.
I believe none of it, and I love it all.
I've lived long enough not to believe everything.
She's down in it. She tried her best, and now she can't win it. Hard to see them on the ground. Her diamonds falling down.
This woman in the video is Alicia Silverstone, who says the secret to getting her hot body was being kind. Please welcome author of The Kind Diet, Alicia Silverstone.
Did you drop your mic?
Yeah.
Just sit on it.
Okay. Actually, I'm really looking forward to making some of the recipes in this book. So you call the Kind Diet. What is the Kind Diet?
It's all about being your healthiest and feeling your best and losing weight if that's an issue too, and healing the planet through food.
Okay, so what does it mean to eat kind? Or, how is the Kind Diet different from all the other diets that people are putting out?
Well, it's about being kind to yourself and putting yourself first and making what you eat the biggest priority, but making it easy and fun and delicious, and being how it's different is...
We got looking at all the beautiful
What's your idea of a mean diet?
Well, I do cover that in the book.
Give me an example of a mean diet.
The nasty foods, the foods that hurt, the processed foods, the sugar, the meat, the dairy, the stuff that's really making you...
All the stuff you love.
But all this stuff is just as good, so hopefully you'll find that you like it just as much.
We shall find out, because...
Well, really what the best thing is that, on a diet you have to be all consumed with calories and you have all that headache and worry and stress. This is no deprivation diet. This is just having really key information.
This is good.
Good. Well, okay. So this is my cheese. This is cheesy oozy guacamole dip. So get in there. This is chorizo tacos.
Cheesy oozy.
Well, what's the pretty stuff in front? The chocolate. That looks good.
Those are peanut butter chocolate.
Now, if you
like
say
Reese's Pieces Butter Cups, but yummier and better.
If you say dairy is mean, then am I eating dairy, or is this
There's no dairy in that.
Well, what is this cheese?
It's like vegan cheese, vegan sour cream.
Oh, it's not cheese.
And
what are these torpedoes?
Eat this. This is hijiki. This is hijiki tofu croquette.
Okay, Alicia, wait, hold on. I know
that's
a lot of people
risotto.
are thinking, you are an actress, you are not a chef, so why is she writing a cookbook? I mean, obviously you have come up with all of this stuff. But what made you want to come up with this and do this?
Well, I want people to know that you can eat this amazing, delicious, crazy, yummy food and not have to work.
Is this just regular risotto?
It's risotto,
so you threw like a normal dish in here.
Well, they're all normal dishes. They're just...
This isn't like some kind of strange rice that used to be cousin of risotto.
No, it's just risotto.
Okay.
What's this called again? Hijiki? What's hijiki?
Hijiki has so much calcium in it, and it's so good for you.
It's got calcium in it, but what's it made out of?
Well, hijiki's seaweed. Hijiki's
seaweed.
It's from the sea.
That's good.
And
I like that.
It's really good.
I like that. And what about somebody taste the dessert?
Oh, the desserts are insane.
Okay, well, what is this? What's the? I'm supposed to eat it with a fork.
Everybody has to have one of these. It's mandatory.
Oh, okay.
They're just so
okay.
good.
Let me ask you a question that's unrelated to the food for a second. I was reading that Woody Harrelson taught you to be a nudist. Would you like to tell me about that? What's up with that?
I'm not sure about that.
I read that.
Is that something that was not put out?
I read it.
Must be true.
I mean,
I'm only going by what I read. So I read that, and that you swim in the nude a lot now because of that.
I don't know the origin of my nudity, but I just, if it's hot in LA, and you have a pool and there's no one around, wouldn't you take off your clothes? I mean,
because your old neighbor to be looking at you outside the doggone window. I see you up there.
Hollywood Hills. And it's not untrue that I have been on a nude beach before with Woody. And my husband and Woody...
have been?
I have. And my husband and Woody were going naked down the Amazon River together in canoes. It was very cute.
They have crocodiles on that river. That's got to hurt.
That's why they didn't hang anything over the side.
Well, Alicia, I wanted to tell you. This is...
did anybody even have this?
Yeah, I want to taste one.
I want to try some too. I'll share that with you.
You and I have a history together. We filmed a movie called Beauty Shop, and I wanted to show a clip of us. In a beauty shop.
We got time for one crying man. And in my house, it better be the one wearing the diapers.
Well, how about when you're making mad, passionate love? And he reaches his climax, and that one little tear starts rolling down his face like Denzel Washington in Glory.
You got him whipped. Mm-hmm. She had to say Denzel. She couldn't have said Brad Pitt. Hell, she could have said Bozo the Clown.
That's so cute. And when you were on the set, because you were a vegan, Alicia's dog, Sam, was a vegan as well. And I just have this confession to make to you, because her dog didn't eat meat. I gave him a little piece of bacon.
That's why he had diarrhea.
Yeah, he had diarrhea the whole day. I'm sorry, Alicia.
Alicia, you obviously have an amazing diet and you're very strict about it. Do you work out as well? I mean, how do you...
Well, the amazing thing about this diet is it's sort of, when you're eating really healthy, nourishing food, it sort of tones your body from the inside out. So I don't have to actually exercise at all.
You swim. We just
Well,
established
I get
that.
If it's hot. I'm not doing like serious laps. Apparently, you're supposed to do it for like an hour to have it mean anything. I do it for like 15
Tell
minutes.
me these are made with corn.
Yeah, they're corn.
Okay.
This is.
Did you taste these?
I would really love you to taste
But
that.
Alicia,
I want to try one. Oh, you don't like peanut butter?
But
Where'd you get this stuff?
sweet cheesecake is delicious. I'll put quotes
And
around
this
it.
muffin, this cupcake thing is really good too. But where do you get this from? Because like where my sister lives with her 5 kids, they don't sell hajiki seaweed. Where do you get hajiki seaweed from?
Well, you could order it, or you could get it from like Whole Foods or Trader Joe's and things like that. But I get it in bulk, so I have a huge bag of it.
Oh, you grow it in your backyard?
I don't grow it in my backyard.
You don't grow seaweed in your backyard, Jerry.
Yeah. We love it. I'm really digging this food. I really want to make something. I'm like, this is my favorite.
She likes it.
I like this one.
Here.
Whoopi, did you like
Do you like this?
Did you like
dip?
Alicia, we have to
You know the truth? I'm not a
Alicia's
food
book is in
person.
stores now, but everybody in our audience is going home with their copies. We'll be right back with the Gossip Crop.
I'm a researcher and I am knee-deep in gossip. But I get most of my gossip from Twitter.
I'm reading Perez, TMZ. I'm reading Page 6. I'm looking at the Huffington Post. I'm looking at Tyler Durden. I'm getting my gossip. It's part of the job, but I love it.
I get my gossip from Gawker.com and EntertainmentWeekly.com, and I believe literally everything I read.
I get my gossip from him, and do I believe it? Absolutely not.
I get my gossip from In Touch, Life and Style, Page 6, and The Black Vine. If you don't know what The Black Vine is, then you're not black.
The barrage of celebrity gossip on the internet, on TV, and in magazines makes it hard to tell what's true and what's not. So it's a good thing that this guy's on the case. Here with the real deal behind celebrity headlines is the gossip cop, Michael Lewittes. Now, Michael, why you? Because you, at one point, were a gossip person.
That is true. I am a reformed gossip columnist.
All right. What made you reform?
I got to tell you, I've been in the business for 15 years, and I've watched it completely devolve. The old days, we were newspaper reporters. We would fact check. We would call every side. We'd call people connected to the source. We'd really do our research, and then after that, we'd write the story. These days, these bloggers, they hear a tip, that's it, and then they just publish it.
So what do you do?
Well, I patrol over 200 outlets every week. I look at the blogs, the magazines, the newspapers, the TV shows. I go through all the stories, and then I verify whether they're true or not.
How do you do that?
Well, again, I call everyone I know. I've been in the business a long time. I call the friends, I call the publicists, the lawyers, the people they've worked with. If it took place in a restaurant, I'll call that restaurant.
What's the weirdest thing that you've seen recently?
I mean, there have been a lot of them. Unfortunately, there have been some really sad and disgusting stories. Perez Hilton, about 2 weeks ago, did a story about Jacqueline Smith that said that she shot herself in the head in her vacation home in Honduras. And the family of Jacqueline Smith got nervous. The friends started calling. The reality of the story was, and he said he had multiple sources, the reality was she was in L.A. with her family, and she ended up having to tweet, "I'm fine, I'm in L.A., none of this is true."
So where did he get this? Where did he get that story?
You know,
What, did he make it up out of thin air?
I wonder, you know, I was in this business a long time. I got a tip, I would check it out. I wonder where these stories come from, where these people are saying one thing and then someone doesn't fact check and prints it the minute later.
A lot of these tabloids and these blogs are pissed at you, I would think, because you're now checking on them.
Well, you know, the heat is on them to report better. But interestingly enough, there are a number of them which are calling me now before they go with a story, and they go, "Michael, you know, tell us before we go with this story, is it true or not?"
How do we know you're different than them, though? I'm sorry. I mean, how do we know that you're right,
No,
not them?
that's a very good question. And a lot of these bloggers were not reporters before, and there are some very good entertainment reporters who are out there. But what I do is I call everyone, and I've been around for so long that I know how to get around the
And he has a
story.
different objective. He's not interested in the other one.
So on your website, your motto claims you're busting bad dish. Okay, no, so who have you busted lately?
Well, we busted the story about Heidi Klum and Seal having a baby. That was Friday morning. A bunch of blogs said, "Congratulations, she was induced an hour ago and she had a baby early this morning." And it's true she had a baby, but not early Friday morning, Friday night.
So they weren't lying. It just somebody gave them the wrong tip.
But that's not a big deal. Who cares?
You know what? The
Yeah.
truth is, it's not a big deal with the timing, although it was 20 hours wrong. But it does bring up a good point, which is people are rushing these days to be first when they need to be factual.
What is a big deal is somebody saying Jennifer, because I read Jennifer Aniston went to rehab. That's a big deal.
Right, and
was that true?
Absolutely not true at all. I know a number of people who know Jennifer. I've met her a number of times. They said that she was sloppy at events. The only thing that was sloppy was the reporting. She's perfectly fine.
What about Sex and the City? It's a lot of stuff being said about.
There have been a lot of stories about Sex and the City, and because people are trusting Gossip Cop right now to be the source of accurate reporting, we happen to get a sneak peek at the script.
Okay.
So one of the stories that's out there is that Carrie and Big go broke. He moves to London. He's living in a one-bedroom house, and that he had a little something with another woman. She found out, and she found out while she was pregnant. Okay, first of all, they don't go broke.
Right.
He didn't move to London.
Okay.
He didn't have a thing with another woman, and no, she's not pregnant.
Now, I want to know, this is really interesting. Did Katie Holmes put Tom Cruise on a...
completely right.
Listen to this woman. Did Katie Holmes put Tom Cruise on a sex diet?
Oh, I have to know this. Tell me.
Tell me.
Well, this is great. You know, last week the tabloids were saying that Tom was saying to Katie, you have to go on a diet.
Right.
This week, they're saying that she has to go on a diet, and part of that diet is cutting carbohydrates, cutting out snacks, and increasing the amount of sex because it burns calories. And they even have this one source who says, you know, Tom likes the part about the sex. No, he likes the part about cutting out snacks.
I have to know
story's
this,
not
but
true.
one story I just have to know. I mean, I must know it.
Okay, what is it?
Is Miley off of Twitter? Please tell me it's not true.
It was a dark day in America, but she is off Twitter.
She's off, so that is a true thing.
One other thing, who's got the best track record? We got so many of these sites out here. Who would you say has the best track record for putting out the stories?
People Magazine.
People Magazine.
It's one of the reasons they are...
That's deep.
Well,
After all, that's deep.
They are one of the industry leaders, and the reason is they check their facts, and that's why...
What about your old alma mater, the Daily News?
You know, they do good work. They still do good work. They have great reporters who are checking out stories.
My, have we come a long way. We have come a very long way.
Michael.
It's good. My pleasure.
Thank you for hanging out. Yeah. That's right. We'll be right back. Kelly Cuoco.
Kelly Cuoco.
I'm so glad you were here.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
We loved you.
I really love being here. I really mean that.
Airs Monday nights. Have a great time. Enjoy the view.